The Summer Garden in Berlin sets the scene for the 13th stage of Global Champions League. The arena has a specific shape, making the courses difficult and technical. The surroundings make you feel like you're in an amphitheater, and the grass and trees make it look like an oasis in the buzzing city of Berlin. After the 12th leg of the season in Chantilly, Miami Celtics led the championship, but only by 3 points over Shanghai Swans. London Knights sit in third and Saint-Tropez Pirates now sit in fourth. The top 4 teams at the end of the season qualify straight into the semi-finals at the GCL playoffs in Prague, and they skip the quarter-finals. For round 1 in Berlin, New York Empire were first to go and sent in Daniel Blumen and Georgina Bloomberg. Blumen had an unlucky fault. Georgina on her turn was the first to use one of the 2 inside turns.
This is tough for this horse because he has got that big step, but she gets him home on clear. Good ride.
She kept the pace and the clear, but we had to wait and see if that time would be competitive. Ranking leaders Miami Celtics had a different tactic worked out. Harry Charles on Quantum Cruise used a lower pace, yet he did take the inside turns. In the end, the youngster finished just inside the time allowed. William Whittaker was aware that even a competitive time would not help the team. It had to be clear. But that was not to be. Front rail of the youngster in the triple fell. The leaders on 4 and slower than New York Empire. Home team Berlin Eagles also came in with a different plan. 2 outside turns for Christian Kukuk set the team up as he stayed clear. He left it to Ludger Beerbaum to get the first double clear of the day on the board. Just like his pupil, Beerbaum rode steady, safe, to the outsides, but clear.
Keep him away from the plank. Good riding.
The home team led after 5 teams, the only team on double clear so far. Rankings third, London Knights, winners in Madrid, Stockholm and Cascais, proved that still teams had different cards up their sleeves. A risky but furious start from Nicola Philippats. It was not always controlled, and though he used high speeds, he did miss the outside turns, but got the clear he was looking for. Martin Fuchs on the ever spectacular Chica BZ followed his teammates' tracks, twice on the outside, but also fast. The double clear and the combined times left them at the top of the pack.
Seems good enough. They're going to get ahead if he leaves the plank up, and they get ahead.
Saint-Tropez Pirates sit on the cusp of their top 4 in the ranking. New signing Danny G. Waldman and the phenomenal Lizzie Mary were first to go. All goes well, right up to the last double.
No! She reached too far over the oxer. She wasn't just in a great spot for the little plank.
The treacherous plank as the last obstacle catches out Lizzie and Danny. At that point, De Vos knew he had to keep the team on that score, not to drop too far behind the Miami Celtics. Difficult to say if he changed his plans. But with 2 less risky outside turns and a clear, he did keep the team on track.
4, 3, 2, 1. No, they're not going to be ahead of the Lions. It is going to be 4 in 154.99.
Hamburg Giants had 2 young talents on their roster in Berlin. Despite his hard work and the support he tried to give his horse, Titouan Schumacher had the last fence down.
Oh, he really helped him, didn't he, to pick up the front end.
On 4 points and with a fast time, the Giants still had a chance at a high placing, as only 2 teams were clear.
Yeah, what a great ride from Marquez.
On 4 points and with a fast time, the Giants still had a chance at a high placing, as only 2 teams were clear so far. The Giants, 13th in the championship, now were 3rd. Last team to go was Shanghai Swans, 2nd on the championship. Miami Celtics, who lead the championship, left the door open as they sat on 4. It looked like Piers Schwitz was going to get the clear, but he was unlucky in the finish. Daniel Deusser on his turn could now keep the team on the same score as their direct rivals. London Knights on the other hand were double clear and sat 3rd in the championship. The pressure was on. All went well. Yasmin was answering every question her rider asked, but in the end an oxer fell. the team finished on 8th and sat 9th after round 1 in Berlin. Two teams sit on double clear after the first round in the Summer Garden. But based on their combined times of their two riders, London Knights are the leaders, just ahead of Berlin Eagles. Hamburg Giants surprisingly sit in 3rd, followed by 4 teams on 4 points, including Miami Celtics. London Knights lead after round 1, and this is what they had to say on their performance.
We are just in the lead, it's only halfway through, so we need 2 more clear rounds tomorrow.
What do you make of it? I mean, 12 clears, but only 2 double clears, and you're actually your leaders.
Well, I think both the horses jumped very well. Katanga and Chica jumped very well, and hopefully we can still have a good round tomorrow. The ring is a little bit small, so everything comes quite quick, but I think both horses did well today and up for tomorrow.
2 teams on clear, 5 on 4 and 6 on 8 points, with all scores carried through into round 2, and London Knights now in pole position for maybe their 4th win of the season and their 3rd podium in 3 years in Berlin. Round 2 of GCL in Berlin is one to watch.